Hello, welcome to a new series I'm starting on my channel. I am currently trying to improve in the game of Scrabble, and I'm going to be recording every game that I play on this website known as Woogles, woogles.io. So, we have a rack here, we have the ing, but we also have a U lurking there and two A's. Now, let's have a look-see. So it's not me to go first, it's my opponent from Sri Lanka to go first. So, don't think there's anything here. I'd like to keep the ing, but I don't think that'd be possible with two A's, a P, and a U. Ideally, I want to get rid of the U. Now, I did try to record a video like this a couple minutes ago, and opponent just wasn't there. He left the room. So for about 20 minutes, I was just sat staring at a screen with my OBS recording. And yeah, that was that. So let's hope that opponent is alive and is actually going to play. Now I do have iguana that I'm seeing. That leaves us with the P on the rack. So I wonder if opponent's going to play, if this is just going to have to be another deleted recording. Let's hope it stays. Thought it'd be a problem if it was in full screen, but no, it's not. This person accepted my request. I should hopefully be playing soon. If they reach 15 minutes, I'm going to stop the recording. Because I don't see another bingo. Or I don't see a bingo, actually, I should say. Because I can see iguana, leaving just the rack of P. Now, of course, it's their go, because their clock is ticking. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. Oh wow, they opened up with a bingo of speed. I don't recognize that word at all. However, this doesn't open up any nice plays. I don't think duping is a word, isn't slang for duplicating. I don't think that's actually in the dictionary. See, I could just play iguana through there. It's only 10 points, and it's very bad. So maybe if I play a P here, so I could maybe play the pan for 19. The U is a bit of an oddball, so maybe I could play the U above the S. AP isn't good. So the so maybe AU. Iguana is UA. You know, I think playing pun here instead of pan. It keeps double A, but I want to get rid of the U. Cool. Draw the first blank. So you have AAI blank with ING. I think aliasing is fine. I wouldn't be 100% on it though. I thought I had a G in, but that's spelled with E's. I think aliasing is good. So, I cross my fingers and hope that aliasing is good. Okay, they've just played surveils. Now, I do have another place for aliasing. So So let's try it. 77 points. It gets me somewhat back in the game. And it's valid. Cool beans. I have aliasing. Okay. Now I have melty on my rack. Let's hope that the opponent doesn't bingo again. I could play melty here. Okay. Melty here for 38 because I think Mon works and I know E and E works. So melty 38. So it's now a tight-knit game, 5 points in the dividends. Okay, opponent only got 6 points for double O. Now, I don't think Chamber works. And there's no R to play it through, so Chamber wouldn't be playable. Unless opponent opens, which they don't. You only get 7 points. So if I get a decent, so I could actually play Hug, and then maybe something off of that. I could play Hemic. I think you can spell it with an A. As in, like, relating to blood and such. That keeps B on the rack, but he gets rid of the C, so I think Hemic spelled like that works. Unless it's spelled like this. It's 2 points, but I think keeping a vowel and a consonant, like BA, like they go together. I think putting them there is better. Now, it does put... If I play Hemic like this, if opponent has the Q, they can play the Q here, but if they have the Q now, you can only get 11 points for it. But there's many places to put the Q, so I don't want to put it in a better spot. So I think... Okay, Hemic spell like that works. Cool. Now, we have a pretty abysmal rack. I could just play Brash, but that leaves DGPT. So I might be looking at an exchange. So I am 35 points ahead. Okay. They've played Root. I think I'm going to be looking at to exchange. Now I'm going to keep A or T. So I'm going to switch to B, D, G, P. And I draw the Z. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Now I have Za here for 45. Because you kind of need to get rid of the Z. Turn I, I'd have Ritz. There's I's floating about, but not in the right spots. So I'm up enough to where... That's fine. Carry here also works, but I need another A for that to happen, because playing Za here is pretty much... okay, and still play Za. And I draw all consonants. Okay. So this is going to be very hard. I need to look at an exchange again, which I don't want to do, but with this rack you kind of need to. So there's an even pool of vowels and consonants unseen, and there's 38 in the bag. Both blanks have been played. The Q, J, and X are all still lurking. The J would fit well here. Play Joe, getting the whole thing doubled. The X, you could play something through here or parallel here. Or you could play Ticks, but that wouldn't work very well. Maybe Exit. But, yeah, I need to look at an exchange. I'm going to keep Or and T just because they have the highest bingo probability. Probably not D. Like, there's 2 Ds left. So, I'm kind of I'm kind of debating whether or not to keep the D on the rec. I think just playing O and T would be ideal. That's if opponent is gonna play. There's nothing through the Y of melty. I could just play off a G and hope that I get a vowel for something like tricked or tracked through some vowel, but there wouldn't be many open vowels here. All I can hope for is that I get a decent pool of letters. Okay, they actually open up. Now, I could play Trek for 32, but that opens up a K. But it is 16 more points. It unduplicates the OR. Okay, alright, I just went for it. Now, if they don't play, I have Dork. I don't see a bingo here. Okay, they played disc. That was kind of expected. I don't see anything. I could just play do, and I don't think there's something I can play here. I don't want to waste the vowels, so that's the thing. But I think playing odd. Actually, og. I don't think og works. I've had problems with this before, but I don't think og works. And I think keeping grill is fine, so I'm just gonna play odd. Okay, I draw the X. Now, the places that I had initially are gone, I think. The EX spot is still here, but you can't really play much. Any X spots? I could play Pax, but Muni I don't think is valid. This is Void Challenge. So I mean, if I get that down, that's 43 points, and that kind of rockets me more into a lead. Obviously, with Void Challenge, it will tell me if a word is valid, but I'm like, it sounds like a word. It could be M-U-N-Y, because I feel it's like a word that I've heard before. I'm just going to go for it. It's valid! Oh, shit, okay. Right, I now have the Q, so it's another pretty obvious play of just dumping the Q on QI for 11. Okay. Now, I'm kind of tempted just to play Pro for 19. Just to eliminate that threat. Just because now I could play Pi maybe. Oh no, I could play QI up here actually because I have a Q now. I also have the J. Okay, I have a lot of high scoring tiles. I have to play the Q off first because it's the most annoying tile. At least if I play it here, I'm blocking a lot of development here. Of course I could play Joe, but I don't think anything goes in front of the OM that is of any use. I also have Agi that I can maybe play here. Actually, through a D I'd have Coddy and Cade, but I don't think there's an open D anywhere. Qual wouldn't work here. UL doesn't work. I think just playing She up here for 13 or playing it here for 15. Okay, well, he's blocked that. But he's also made room for jet. There's a H left. There's a possibility of Haj. But I'm just going to have to play QI. Right. So, the possibilities are playing Joe for 20 or trying to extend it here, but I don't see anything here because sort of if I play out in here without placing the J here, I could play like Jag. Okay, he's played NIE. So I'm now kind of... Yeah, QI takes N and S. I might just have to dump the J. 8 tiles in the bag, 7 on opponent's rack, 15 remaining. There's still an S for the hook on QI. There's no N's left for the hook of Chin. I could possibly just get a lot of points by playing F here. That's 20 points. I think gaff you can spell with an E. I don't know why that thought's coming into my head, but I'm like, okay, well that play is kind of blocked pretty much. I could play flag for 25, still keeping that EF spot. Flag, it shouldn't take any front hooks. I don't think flag takes a front hook. Like, if something is a flag, like a flag, I don't think it takes any hooks in front. Sure, I'm just going to have to find out. That was a very bad play because now I have all these tiles and the bag is emptied. So I'm going to have to be very careful. See, at least for all these I can like try different things on top of this F on flag. Even though they're probably not real. It's void challenge, so I can like doing it through it. Actually, through another O, I'd have the ology, but I don't think that. Yeah, I can't be playing anything ology. So I think just playing F there, and then maybe playing like. Actually, opponent has an A, so if he plays off the A, then I'm fine. Because then, okay, plays high. Now, Cha is fine, but you can get F. So something ending AF. Now, opponent could play like Rat or something here. So I kind of have to block it. Now, IO works. So something A, can't be any AO. AF. Loaf. Paid loaf for 47. Okay, that was a lucky spot. Now I have G, E, and Y. I think gay, or I'm not sure how to say G-E-Y. If G-E-Y is fine, I could play it on top of... Okay, well, can't do that now. What to play? So, I think G-E-Y is valid. But opponent might have to go out. Is there any E's? Okay, so you play E or Dar R. Yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna play Gay for 11, and then he is an out, or they have an out of wherever they please. Just anywhere. E or Manir probably. Dar. Yeah, they have a lot of places to put it. So we're just gonna wait until they do. It's actually one of my highest scoring games. Okay, they played Eeyore. Cool. So, final score is 453 to me and 358 to opponent. Spread 95. So, in Woogles, you can examine your game, so I'm going to do just that. Now, opponent had Speed, but their best play is to play Deafens, because that blocks any two-letter plays involving a Q, ZX, any high point tiles. Because with Speed, you could play Axe or Zaw. Now, luckily that didn't happen. Now, Power. Never seen that word before, but it's good that that's there. Pun is what I played. It's actually worth... Well, Pun is one more point, but Power, I guess, is more positional. Also, these ING available, so Puna was probably the highest scoring play, but I kept AGI. But Pun is still a decent play. Now, amazing spot of Surveils. Either way would have scored 65. Now, my play of Aliasing. Oh, that was good. Could have played Aviating. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't think aviate was a verb. I didn't think you put ing in the end. But availing was also there, so that was a big miss. But still, aliasing. It does put the Z on top of here, but luckily I ended up getting the Z, so it didn't really matter at the end. Now, opponent could have played Ono, hooking Oppa, None, and 1. But instead they played just Oo for 6. Now, Melty was the best play. Cool, for 38. Yelem. That's a word and a half, but Melty is the best play. Now, Missed Bingo of Reunions through the E. They play On for 7. It still has 23.8 evaluation, which is actually like damn good. It keeps decent rack leave, but Reunions Missed Bingo. Now, my play of Hemic looks like it's the most. Now, see, I was kind of concerned with Hemic, and then kind of after, you can't actually play the I here to get it doubled again. But it's sort of preventing a decently good QI dump. So I played Hemic with the A instead for 2 more points, keeping just a B. Now, another Missed Bingo. Now, this one's oh, yeah, okay. No, this is a very difficult one of Nitroso. I don't even know. Hooking Sue and Ur. That's fair. That's a very hard one to spot. They played the best non-bingo of Root. Best play was Bag for 24, but exchanging is still valid because it keeps ART. Parged. Well, Bag was the best one. I don't think Bag takes a front hook. Now, they had the best play of Vol, hooking Vor. Great rack leave. Now, Zag. Oh, I could have struck the G on the end for getting rid of a lot of consonants. But I completely missed it. Doesn't matter. Zaw for 45. Now, I could have played Whis. Instead, they play Newt, which is fine. Here, Trek was the best play. Could have stuck the D on for Drek. That's a new word to the vocabulary, but Trek is still fine. They played Disc. Could have played Bisque with the B instead for 3 more points. Now, Growled. That's a very aggressive play because it's opening up this big triple lane. But instead I just play Odd to kind of take out This, I thought grill would have been a better rack leave, but it turns out it's not. Okay. Now, boreal. Opponent's best possible play, instead they just play B. It's nice hooks. Now, Zai hooking Muni. That's why I could have played Zax hooking Zai, but this is really good. Didn't think Muni was one. Okay. Well, Bay is still there, hooking Abba and Ew. But they played Bosch, which is completely fine. It's keeping duplicate E's, though. Now, exchanging is pretty much... It's actually better than actually playing, because keeping the Q is a very bad idea, but I wanted to eliminate that threat as quickly as possible. Opponent probably wouldn't have been able to play anything through it had it stayed open, but they play Ain for 7. Now Zag was the best play, holding the Q, but instead I just play QI, still keeping the J. Now there's really no way to get rid of the Q and the J at the same time. Jai, okay, that's another one I should know. Opponent plays Nie. Could have played Anya without the fodder. Didn't know that was fine. Now, Flo, best play. I ended up playing Joe for 20. Keeping the J. Not sure about that. You kind of have to dump the high scoring tiles whenever possible, in the best place possible. Now, this looks like very bingo-y. It looks almost like dates. In fact, it is just dates, but I don't think that's a word. It just kind of sounds like one. Now, what do they play? They play Jews. D-U-E-S. Could have played a dust with a lot of overlaps. Keeping Eeyore as well. Now, I might just play flag. Cool. They had a play of high. And then Fogey. Okay. Off flag. Okay. So, it does take a front hook of an... Oh. Alright. Duly noted. But instead I played loaf for 47. Definitely at the highest play. But a lot of these... Foil. Okay. Foil is a river in Northern Ireland. I should know. But still, flag is still fine. They play tart. Trapped for 10. Still keeping ore. Now, I could have gone out. Oh, I was so close. I was looking at Guy hooking yet, but I didn't think Guy, or how do you say it, hooking here. Could have played it on the bottom as well, and could have played Yage. But I end up playing Gay in the same spot. That is incredibly unfortunate. If I had that, that would have been 442 and 32 would be 474. And the 2 from me would be 476. Because I think it doubles after going up. The 475, 476 area. Yeah. Had a better play of Rod. Still Eeyore. And then I had nothing. So, yeah. Opponent wins my tiles. And that's the end of the game. So, a very nice start to this little series that I might continue. Hopefully be posting more soon.